HalloweenHorrorNights.com.
And here we go, man. HHN 22, our final ghost of the past episode until after Haunt season, man. Like, this brought us mazes like Dead End, Gothic, Penn and Teller, Alice Cooper, Silent Hill, and began the dynasty of The Walking Dead, along with the roaming scare zones that were a new thing. It wasn't just a scare zone, it was these roaming hordes. And immediately in the front of the park, we are going into one of the most talked about mazes, one of the mazes that was on both coasts. I had a lot of people excited, had a lot of people wondering how it was going to happen, but very excited, I know in Hollywood we were, to see Silent Hill materialize in real life. So I can imagine that going through this maze as we see a huge a nice purpose of a fog machine there. Welcome to Silent Hill. I'm so excited for HHN 31 to go into a soundstage and have it like potentially be snowing or raining in that Dead Man's Pier here. You can see the ash falling, and you got the character there shooting one of the Slither characters as you made your way into the bounds of this maze, so to speak. It really was cool in LA that they used the lighting like the flashlight from the video game. It doesn't look like they did that as much here in Orlando, unfortunately. Now we made our way past the Slithers and we see the rabbit stuffed animal. That was a staple character. Music though straight out of the game. Look at that guy. Locker room. Some of the lockers blowing air on the guy as you walk by. There's the gas mask guy, and he nailed that guy. Damn, look at that executioner. This right here is fucking wild. In the barbed wire, there's one of the nurses. That setup right there is pretty fantastic. The dude who's like a human, he's like folded within himself. Another nurse. Just waiting. Look at them. They're all posed. Don't know which one is real. And there's one of the real ones. Oh, there's Pyramid Head. Executioner with the cinder block sledgehammer. in the off season, like I was trying to wait for Pyramid Head. In the off season, we're gonna do kind of like a mini series of who did it better or what was better, kind of a versus thing on the Haunt Season channel. More nurses here, where we compare different mazes that have maybe been done. Look at, there's the oversized rabbit. And that was really it. And I'll be curious to do that with the Silent Hill mazes after Haunt Season. Here's Gothic. The facade. This is another case of Orlando really killing it with the facades. Like, look at this cathedral. And the premise of this one was that when the sun goes down, the gargoyles and the statues, like that one, come to life. Like, they're guarding the cathedral, which is what the gargoyles are supposed to do, but they're guarding it against you. One of the gargoyles there. Now we're moving into the building. This maze did a really good job of like the bungee system. Look at that. Over the top there. That's super cool. Now we're by the pipe organ. Bunch of candles lit everywhere. As the gargoyle flies over the top of you, look at him. Like, that's pretty dope, dude. And we kind of did these yearbook episodes out of order, but now on both the Haunt Season and Horrific Network channel, you're able to listen to 21, 22, and 23 of the Ghosts of the Past, where we take you through these full years, along with the evolution of HHN Hollywood. I would encourage you guys to listen to those. But you don't have to wait. I was going to say to help the wait until you go to HHN, but you don't gotta wait a whole lot longer, man. Haunt Season starts in a couple days. There's another gargoyle over the top of you. Like, that is something that Orlando likes to do a lot, I will say. And it definitely shows how much like that is a very menacing feeling to have a character like come over the top of you like that. Gargoyle there on a pulley system. Guys telling him to look. There he is again over the top of people. Like, this is probably the best, or one of the best mazes of the year. I don't have a recollection of Orlando getting this backed up. We go into, and so now here we go into Dead End. Which this maze, honestly, from the look of it, I know the story is completely different, but just kind of from the look, had a very similar vibe to the legendary Truth Wayne Dot estate from 20. Which I would absolutely love high quality footage of HHN 20, although I don't know if much exists. So that was my first year going to Orlando. But anything like this that's like elevated, that gives you the sense that you're actually stepping up and into a house. Like Wicked Grove didn't really do that. It definitely gave you the sensation that you were going into the house. But Wayne Dot Estate and this mansion here at Dead End, like, you stepped up in that. Look at that ghost. And that looked like Nell from Haunting a Hill House. Foreshadowing. The scrims in the walls, that's a Wayne Dot Estate trick right there. They did that for Wayne Dot. And it's a spinning tunnel in the walls and ceiling. Wonder if it was in the floor too. It's kind of cool. I definitely don't remember, and I'm sure we probably were somewhat, but I don't remember it being this sandwiched at HHN 30 last year. They like paced the people out a lot better. Now it's almost like we're in the wall. You know, the drywall and the boards and everything. That's creepy. It's like one of the mannequins that you like put a dress on. That's a cool ghost effect. I'd be willing to bet that picture's someone behind HHN at the time. Ghost girl with the mom, the flashing camera would flash and then she does that right there. That's kind of cool. Creepy grandma. Boo holes at Halloween Horror Nights are on a motor. That's kind of a cool fact that we learned in the RIP tour. Walking through. More ghouls. Now it looks like we're up in the attic. Another ghost in the window. She was in Welcome to Scary. The attic room right there that they just walked through. That's was called back in HHN. Just a projection of a screaming lady right there. And here's one of the roaming hordes. So these guys all traveled in packs. We're like Reaper. And here's another group. I think this was the Traditionals or something like that. First time you see the giant jack-o'-lantern guys. Here's another vampire roaming horde. Everything from Nosferatu to just Lost Boys to Interview with a Vampire type vampires. That guy is terrifying. Huge, like huge Stillwalker. The Warriors. These guys look like the HHN version of Durmstrang from Harry Potter. Rat Lady was out in the streets. Very cool callback to old school. And here's the map again. Here's the walkers, because Walking Dead, dog. What a run it had at Halloween Horror Nights. Both coasts. The Walking Dead, man, like, I can remember at the time I was dating a girl who had no patience for HHN. I should have known then it was destined to fail. But the year that Walking Dead came, I thought was going to be my last year going. But she and I broke up soon after, and I was back at HHN the next year. The department store. This was one of the mazes in Hollywood too. This could be another cool who did it better, series. Because this was one of the mazes, but this right here is dope. Where you think you're outside, but you're inside. I've always been a sucker for that, and now you're walking into another building. If you don't know, I'm using Tim Tracker's old footage from way back. Good old gen tracker in this video. There's a cool zombie from over the top. Another zombie. Slamming the door there. Like, this is supposed to be the Atlanta streets. Ripping that guy apart. Kind of wild. The RV. Multiple gunshots going off in the RV or behind it. Zombie came out from behind it. I'm not entirely sure where that was supposed to be. And there's another Dark Legion, the Beasts. The response to this event, the scare zones especially, were not good. And now here's Penn and Teller's Nuked Vegas. Like, people, yeah, we're not excited about the roaming scare zones. No matter how many, different articles you read stating that people were, like, stoked, they were not that stoked on the roaming scare zones. This maze was cool though because they had buttons that you could press, and it would like either squirt or blow air on people in another hallway. Now here we go. So this was in 3D. You went into the plant, and the nuke meltdown happened, and now you're going through Nuked Vegas. This was the bride and groom. I think they were melted together. Oh, maybe not. There's Penn and Teller's picture. There you go. That's who I'm thinking of right there. The stripper is like half a body. I still don't know how they did that. It has to be mirrors or something, but it looks wild. Cool colored room. Lights going everywhere. Slot machines. Look at that guy. That guy's cool. Caesars with the money and the coins and shit. Cleopatra. Looks like Siegfried or Roy. Bermoni or whatever they named him. Looked like Fat Elvis was hiding behind there, all melted as well. All the food is all nasty and gnarly in the buffet. This is one of the rooms that would like blow air and shit on you. Right here. So you hit those buttons and you could mess with the people in the buffet. Because it just double backed on itself. Penn and Teller video right here. They were in the maze at some point. Oh shit. And this is definitely a maze that I know was done better in LA. Welcome to my nightmare, Alice Cooper. This did not go over well in Orlando. It went over extremely well in Hollywood. It's too bad too, because it was so good in Hollywood. You walked through Alice's mouth. It's supposed to be like a bed for Welcome to My Nightmare. It's like a surgeon in the hospital, but I mean, with poison playing. Looked like a Black Widow reference written on the wall. And there's, you know, someone dressed up like in a Black Widow cop uniform. And you got stuff in face. I'm not looking forward to Bug House this year. The Eaten Alive House. And look at her. She does look creepy. They're like spider people hybrid mutants. Don't like that. Now we're going into the school scene for School's Out for Summer. You can hear in the background. There's like jocks and bullies and shit. Like they had murdered someone and labeled him a freak. Like I don't know, man. Now, no more Mr. Nice Guys playing. And that was the end. Like, I love Alice Cooper. One of the best concerts I've been to. Like I said, the LA Maze. Both of the LA Mazes were so good. But here, man, I was just... didn't exactly hit. I was thinking that was it, but it's not. I kept going. There's poison. More bed, mattresses, cut up mattresses. As we continue to walk through. There's Ringmaster Cooper. And you were out. And this was a dope concept because it was like, it was the real first full Universal Monsters maze, but it was like done in black light to emulate them being in black and white. There's the Wolfman. So I thought that the concept of this was pretty cool. The execution, you know, people either really enjoyed it because it was the Universal Monsters, or they got scared, like. But a lot of the feedback was the set design left a lot to be desired because of the black and white, and it was like the Universal Monsters really wouldn't come back like they are now for a while, and now that they're back, yeah, they're back with a vengeance. Some of the best mazes, in my opinion, Hollywood has ever done, and Orlando's have been, you know, just as good, if not better. Like, probably realistically better than LA's, but LA, you know, in the age of being kind of lackluster, the Universal Monster mazes in Hollywood are always fantastic. So this maze really opened the door for the monsters to be more prominent in HHN, and that's cool. There's Dracula. You also had to duck and crawl through this right here, which is wild. You had him, but then right there, you got the mummy to the side of you, lying down. Just talking about like the perfect scare actor job. You just get to lay. Creature from Black Lagoon. Just using that air gun like crazy. Frankenstein. Bride of Frankenstein. There she is again. Dracula again. Look at this, the stuff in your face is the film strips from the movie, which is dope. And that, you know, that's it, man. One last roaming horde, the Chainsaw Gang. And that was Halloween Horror Nights 22. Like, it was a year that I think, you know, was the beginning of a lot of good. The Walking Dead, the beginning of Universal Monsters. A lot of cool stuff came with 2022, or with 22. Gothic was a great maze. Penn and Teller's involvement was cool. It was a really solid year, maze-wise, actually. Just the scare zones got kind of a rough reaction, but overall, I think it was definitely worth attending, and I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about it. Thanks for listening.